It is the 90s, and there is time for Klax. Oh boy. Okay, so long story short here, I was at MomoCon, they had this in an arcade machine. It's a game that I haven't played since my childhood, and it's like another game I kind of forgot about, so... Oh yeah, we definitely want that on. There's some pretty good music in this game, but I'm going to leave it off for the time being, just so we can hear, like, you know, the sound effects a little better, and then maybe I might turn it on later. I don't know if this is just going to be a one-off or what, I don't really know. Ramping off, I'm not sure what that actually means. I'll just turn it on, I guess. Drop meters on. I guess that'll work. Yeah, so this is a game that's a little similar to Tetris. You can see it's made by Tengen, who actually made the original Tetris for the NES. Now, when I was a kid, actually, and we rented Tetris, you can actually start on any level you want here. I'll just start on 1 for the hell of it. When I first played Tetris as a kid, the first time I played it, we rented it from Peggy's Video. And somehow the copy that they had there was the Tengen version, which you may have seen around cons or on eBay or something. You might have heard about it. It's a little different than the Nintendo version that we eventually ended up with. And so when I got, the actual game for Christmas, I got the Nintendo version, and I was disappointed because I didn't think it was as good as the Tengen version, and I still, even to this day, think the Tengen version was better. But, you know, because it just had all the little details, the guys dancing and making fun of you as you play, and the fireworks and everything. It was just so cool. But this game is another game that was made by Tengen that I guess is pretty fairly not well known. But it's a game that I definitely spent a lot of time with as a kid. It's a puzzle game, kind of in the vein of Dr. Mario. You kind of have to just, you know, carry these blocks. Well, you catch the blocks on your little thing here, but you can only carry so many, and it's going to drop them from top. Like, whichever one you have on top, that's the one you're going to drop into the little play area down below. So you gotta be careful where you drop stuff, so as not to, you know, make too big of a mess, because you only have a 5x5 grid down here to work with, and it's gonna give you a certain goal, say how many Klaxes you get, which basically is 3 in a row. And it'll give you little pointers on the way, like a 4 in a row Klax counts as 2, so you might want to try to go for that. That's not as easy as you might think to actually set up and do, because the moment you stack 3 on top of each other, they're gonna match right away, and you won't be able to get the 4th one, so you have to do it some other way. And there's a couple ways to do it. Maybe we can get into that later, but... I love the different sounds that they make, too, as they fall. It's kind of... You know, some of them sound squishy, some, like, creaky and weird looking. So if you get one like this, make a match and make another one before that one's disappeared, you get double for the second one. So. Oh, and if you let one fall, it increases your drop meter. If you lose 3... you're basically dead, so that's the objective of the game, basically. Let me see if I can't get another nice little setup here. Oh, you know what? I'm not even doing this right. I wasn't even paying attention here. I'm supposed to be getting diagonals here. Oh, bother. Alright then. Well, that's not actually too hard to do, if you know how to set it up. Like so. It has like different sound effects for each one. It's very cool. One right there, and if we can get a green, we'll pretty much be done here. Otherwise, maybe I could set up another one somehow, I don't really know. Seems like I'm having better luck doing it right here. Well, so much for that green. We never did get the green block to make it, but there you go. This can be a pretty addictive little game, I must say. I definitely remember, like, one night, and we were staying in a hotel. I don't remember why. I think my dad was going to some company meeting. And I guess this was, like, just before he got promoted, which is why we had to move to Georgia. But I remember us staying in a hotel, and I had Super Mario Bros. 1 and this game. It was the only 2 games I had. And I remember the first time in my life that I beat Super Mario Bros. 1. Well, was it? Was it in that hotel room? I remember beating Super Mario Bros. 1 in that hotel room, and then just leaving the ending music playing for, like, an hour that night. Because I just thought it was so credity, you know. Credity as in, you know... whatever. The tapes will explain it eventually. Oh yeah. Well, oh no, but you can't stack them any more than 5. I could have had a combo there, but I didn't. So we're trying to go for big points here. The best way you're gonna do that is probably Let's see. Trying to figure out a way. Oh, okay, here we go. Get this, and they get a 4 in a row here. That'll give you the 10,000 instantly right there. Just like that. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that night, it's funny how I can't remember anything else about that night besides playing Super Mario Bros. 1 and this game. Get a 5er here. Well, I don't know, is I gonna have to stack something here? Well, that's no good. Get the white ones out of the way. Ooh, we may have something good here. Okay, you can also do this, to like throw the tiles back up the thing. But you gotta be careful, because if you throw them up and there's one like right next to it coming down, you know, you might accidentally... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh wait, maybe I did. Because if I can get... Ooh, if I can get a diagonal... Oh, crap. I'm putting too much stock into one little thing here. Well, that worked out pretty good. Yeah, so the only objective here is just to catch 40 tiles. But as you can see, they start to come down really fast here. So you kind of have to just... You know, once you get down to a certain point, it's just like, okay, just catch the tiles and get to the end of the level before you become overcome with a massive fart factory that you're inevitably going to end up building here. Yeah, another thing I loved about this game was that the background was always changing. It's like, I mean, I know it sounds stupid because back in the 8-bit days, that's something... Oh, man. Oh, I would have liked to make something cool with this. Maybe I still can. Oh, that's not gonna work at all. Maybe. It's pretty iffy. Let me see here. I'm trying to make like a star pattern. But I can't do that with those blues over there, they're gonna match. If I get another light blue, that would be good. Okay, then I can put a white here. We're just gonna get rid of that for a second. Just get rid of it. Okay, now see how I threw that? Oh no, no, we're dead. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe not. I'll tell you what, man. Oh, I just have to get regular Klaxes. Well, that's not so bad. Klaxes, you know. I don't know why I'm going for diagonal suddenly here. There we go. Yeah, I can't see myself playing this like as a long-term project. This will probably just be a one-off more than anything. But if it is a one-off, I guess I'll have to eventually show off the music. Use Wild Tile to complete any Klax. Yeah, 6 diagonals. Okay, if you get a wild, that's definitely a good, you know, opportunity to score something huge. I'll try to get something huge here. The best way to do it is to set up, you know, it's hard to explain what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to set up a bunch of matches. Like this. And then, oh man, oh man, oh man. Shoot, okay, well, you know what? Let it go. Just take it. Yeah, I panicked there. I didn't know. I could have set up more, but it would have been too risky. This is not good. This is not good at all. There's no way I'm gonna get 4 more diagonals with it coming down this fast. I used to be so good at this, let me tell you. Anyway, that's probably for the best. So, can we get back to the main screen here? Just gonna let that run out. This is a cool little continue screen. Alright, let's try this again, except this time. Alright, so here's a little sampling of the music in this game. This is probably not what you're expecting. The beautiful people! The beautiful people! Anyway, let's see. Then there's this one. Yeah, see what I mean? And then there's this one, which is probably my favorite. As a kid, I don't know, I just didn't get into the hard rock stuff as a kid, I guess. So then I would always choose this song. So this is the Wave 11 background. You can see it's like in the middle of a forest, which is totally cool. How often do you get to play a Tetris-esque game in the middle of a forest? I mean, honestly, probably not that often. Let's see if I can't... I don't know if it's going to give me like a multicolored one here that I can play around with, but I guess we'll see. So basically, you just want to wait for like 2 of the same color. It could be any color at all. And then set it up so that those 2... Oh, this is not good. You know what? Screw it. Let's not be fancy here. Let's just go with something simple. Let's just go with something simple. Yeah, see, the reason I wanted to play it without the music first was because now you can see when you have music, you can't actually hear the matches being made. You don't get, like, the little jingles for each match, so... I want you to be able to hear those, you know, because that's always been my favorite part of video games is, you know, having those little jingles go off so everyone in the room knows how awesome you are. That's the whole point of playing video games, or at least it was for me, is to try to get attention, you know. That's why I burped in school, too. But hey. Maybe you don't always get the kind of attention you're looking for, maybe, but at least, negative attention is better than no attention at all. It's like Oscar Wilde says, it's better to be talked about than to not be talked about. It's a very profound statement on his part. Alright, I'm just gonna waste that there, which is horrible, really, honestly. I shouldn't have put that there. Of course, it's not like I could have done much else, really. Diagonal yellow setup here, which is... oh, well, here we go. Got it. Yeah! I think I get 200,000 points for skipping ahead, so... yeah, the game does kind of reward you for getting ahead. Well, sometimes it'll tell you something like, try to make a big X, and you can warp way ahead. 13 diagonals? Holy crap, dude. There's no way in hell I'm getting 13 diagonals. So maybe... I can set that up, I don't know. Well, there's the blue one right there. If you really watch what you're doing, I guess you could. If you set up blocks like this, like I have these white and light blues here, so that way you could go either way with it. Oh, there's one right there. The problem with setting it up like that, though, is that when you make one, it screws up the other one. So you can't really always depend on that. Try to always keep a setup. Sometimes it's better to wait till you have more colors on the screen before you decide which color to try to build it with. So otherwise, you try to set up one and you end up screwing yourself out of the other. There we go. It's not actually that hard once you get used to it. You know, it's not so hard to fly this thing. Duh! Let's see here. Well, that'll be good. It won't mess up the yellows either. And we'll have a blue here. You gotta watch how you move this thing, because you can hold the button down, and it'll move, like, by itself. But then sometimes you don't exactly know when to stop, so you kind of might end up screwing yourself. Ooh, this'll help here. Let's get that right there. Ooh, I really don't want to make a huge stack here, but... oh wait, we don't have to. Oh my god, they're going so fast now. Oh, I had a blue there and I messed it up. I just had to let that one go. No, I don't think I have this. Because I'm running out of space. Oh, I didn't realize I had one more... yeah, well... as you can see, it definitely starts to get a little more challenging as you go on. Oh man. If you don't get it done early, you're not gonna get it done later, that's for damn sure. Just put these down anywhere, and then build off of what we got. If you kind of set them up so they're going in the same direction, like here with the greens and reds, that might be better, and then if you set more on top of them, that might be a way to do it. So that way, at least when you make the match, you're guaranteed to at least get a combo out of it. You can even set this one up here so that when the blues finish up, then the light blues are set up. See? That's pretty cool. Except I don't know what I'm gonna do here unless something comes out here pretty soon that I can work with. There, okay. See how I threw the grays up in this where the light blue one was? I kind of had to do that so I could catch all three of them at once without having to move around to catch them. These grays, I'm just gonna get rid of them like this. Okay, and then this here I'm gonna match the whites, because if I match the blues or reds, I'm gonna mess them up. I could make a diagonal with these, but I'm just gonna get rid of them. Ooh, okay, I want to do with red, but I can't really. So that'll screw me out of the blue that I got coming here. Okay. There we go. I screwed myself out of the yellows anyway, but it won't take too long to set up again. This is a very boring game to talk about, let me tell you. Oh well. So we still got 7 to do here, man, that's a lot. Yeah, I suppose if you played this again for long enough, because I've only really been playing this a little bit, like, about 10 minutes, plus whatever time I spent at MomoCon playing it. Oh, I can't put any more in there. Shucks. Shuckles. You know, and it sure doesn't help when you're trying to wait around for the right color to come out, and then it just doesn't come out, you know? You can't always count on it to do that. Yeah, and once you run out of space, man, you're pretty much done. I mean, that's it. Yeah, well, there's not much. Well, to do that, it's not gonna lead to anything. I don't know what happens if the whole thing gets filled up. I guess nothing. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, man. Well, there you go, guys. That's Klax. Like I said, not something I'd make an entire LP out of, but a decent little one-off video we could get out of it anyway. So, oh, I guess I could show, I mean, here, let me reset again. It's the 90s, baby. This is what we did. This other option here is stuff. I don't know why this is here. Blob ball, sound test, drum test. I mean... I don't know. And then this, for some reason, is just randomly in here. I'm not sure why. There's no particular pattern to the way this thing bounces. It kind of, you know, like it'll hit the wall and come right back at you. The physics are totally out of whack here. And the crazy part is, like, you can't get back out of this. Oh, wait, listen. Nope. Tell you what, man. Yeah, but, like, there's no button you can press to get out of this. You can press B and A to kind of move it around in midair, which is kind of funny. But there's no scoring system or anything. You just basically play it forever. So... But it's funny that they took the time to put this in here. Like, what? I just love little stuff like this, though. As a kid, I know I always did. It's like having a whole nother little mini-game to distract yourself. Take a little break. Come over here and play this for a little bit and then get back to the game. Look at this thing. Tell you what. So there you go, guys. Klax Pong, what do you know? So if you ever saw this game in a store or on a convention shelf or in a game store or whatever and you wondered what it was about, well, now you know. See you guys later.